Hi again, learning from poker and life and how to make sure that one would help you in the other game. Today I'd like to talk about an interesting topic, and it's the skills you need to develop in observing other people. Yes, it could be fun. It could be fun when you're sitting in a cafe and see people go by, and it could be fun in a party, and it could be fun at the poker table. But you need to pay attention and need to learn something. It's a bit of an education and a bit of entertainment, so I guess we could call it edutainment. But you have to be careful when you do this, because people might not quite understand your motive, especially your partner might get the wrong idea that you're being too detailed. So be careful on that note. But on a more serious note, a better way to get to know people, if you want to really know their attitude and their characteristic, is to observe them under not routine situations, but under rather difficult situations. Because a lot of time the true color comes. I always remember an old saying that my grandmother used to say, and it was that best way to learn about people or get to know them is when you travel with them. Because when you travel, you're exposed to different circumstances, you're exposed to fun, you're exposed to planning, you're exposed to different environments, and how you react to those things is a true reflection of who you are. Same on the game. When you're at a table in a game, you get to see people when they're winning, when they're losing, when they're not sure, if they're risk averse, if they're there to have fun, or if they're simply there to make the best out of a hand and win money and walk away. So your strategy and how you deal with it is basically your skills in observing those traits and characteristics to allow you make decisions. It could be fun, as I mentioned, because it's great to be able to recognize people through observation. And sometimes even I'm guilty and I need to admit it. I throw a controversial comment just basically to see the kind of feedback I get. Depending upon what I see, the feedback I get, then I can make a decision whether I want to get to know that person better, whether they are best to work as a business partner or just keep the social part of it and don't get involved any further, or simply walk away. So making the observation, getting people in circumstances in order to evaluate their reaction, and based on that, make a decision of how you want to handle the situation. There is really no good and bad how people react to things. It's basically you anticipating and being prepared for their reaction. So learn the skills of observing people, verbal, nonverbal. Get to know little clues that would help you knowing what they're about. Also remember, there's a pitfall. There's an expression, they call it the poker face. So a lot of people have skills. They could hide these things very well. They can't hide it all the time, but a lot of people are very successful in hiding their true characteristics and behavior by becoming a great actor. Make sure you become one, but don't fall victim to one.